Hello everyone, this is my introduction for Lip Service 2019, and I am pre-filming this because it's early December, but I only get to film once a week, so bear with me. So I'm using this project to use my OCC lip tars. I have 11 OCC lip tars, and these were my first high-end lipstick. And before Jeffree Star, before all of these people started charging $18 a lipstick, there was OCC. And OCC was the front runner, first person to come out with what we know today as a liquid lipstick. And this was before you had the wet to matte formula. So you just had a actual liquid lipstick. And Paula at A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It has a video about kind of the history of liquid lipsticks, which is really interesting to watch, and everyone should watch that because makeup history is interesting. But OCC was the first high-end beauty brand to have a liquid lipstick, and the product is very wet and it doesn't necessarily dry down into what we would consider a liquid lipstick today. But they were gorgeous, opaque, colorful, before colorful lipstick was even a thing. They had blues and greens and yellows and whatnot. And they went out of business in April of 2018 after the contract with Sephora went sour and it ended in litigation. And they were not able to financially come back from that. So they shuttered their doors in April. So I can't buy replacements for these lipsticks if they go bad. So I want to use them before they go bad, and because I spent money on them, a good deal of money at that. I did get some of them on clearance. I did get some of them on sales. I don't remember. But I bought most of them all at once, and with one or two of them at different times. So I'm going to run you through the different colors that I have, and then kind of wrap it up at the end. So to start off with, my very, very first OCC lip tar was Digitalis. And it's in the old packaging, obviously, because I think I bought it right before they switched packaging. And before they had the... where they had this style tube. But on the website, this was advertised as a pink, and it looked darker on the website, I think Sephora's website, than it turned out to be. It is a very concealer lip, pale, dusty pink. Very old school Barbie pink back in the day. Early 90s, when Barbie was super pink. So I don't really care much for that color, so I have to find something that is too dark to mix it with to lighten it, which is kind of hard to do considering I like dark lipsticks. So finding something that I don't like enough to add to it, that one may be the hardest one for me to use up. We'll see what I do with it. And then I've got my second OCC lip tar purchase was Role Play. And I ended up with two of these because when I went to make my large order on their website, I didn't realize that I had one already. So I ended up with a second one when I made my second order. And when I ordered directly from the OCC website. So I've got two of these red metallics. So I've got to figure out how to use these. And they're very wet, as I said. So they don't, and you need like the smallest amount. So here is Role Play, and you literally need about this much to cover your whole lip. And it's just a beautiful red metallic, and it stays that glossy, wet red. So I'll come back to that swatch in a minute, and you'll see that it doesn't set. And then I've got a beautiful red matte stalker, and it's just red, and I love red lipsticks. And then I have another beautiful red matte in NSFW, not safe for work. So I've got two matte reds that I need to use, and there's very little difference between the two. And online it showed the slightest bit of difference, but on camera you can't really tell that there's any difference. Let me try and hold them up together. Come on, hands. But they are literally the same color. Not really sure why they had two red mattes, blue-based reds, but they did. So it's a thing. And then I've got the cult favorite Black Metal Dahlia, which is just a burnt red metallic, gorgeous on the lip. And then I've got the Black Dahlia matte, and this is just wonderfully dark red. Comes off almost black when it's worn, but it still has a red sheen to it when it's worn. And then I get into my version of a red lip. And what I mean by that is most people, it takes a bit of, to rock a red lip. And the first time you wear a red lip, you're very conscious of it. If you touch it, it becomes clown lips. Smear it, whatnot. But my version of a red lip is blues, greens, and purples, because red is a normal color for me. So it takes a bit for me to get to odd colors. And my odd colors are green. I've got Fragmented and Power Plant. And Power Plant is exactly as it appears on screen, it's a blue-green metallic, and Fragmented is a lime green metallic. And then I've got Techno Pagan. Oh, that's terrible. Let me take that out of the packaging. So that is I think it said purple with a blue shift metallic, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But I figure I would mix that with, one of my other blues that I've got. And then last but not least, I've got this Nightingale, which is the same color as my hair. It's a red-based purple. Now this may be a knockoff color because I bought it on Amazon. So I'm not entirely sure if this was a regular OCC color, because they had only just started offering their this style of lip again right before they closed, because their regular fans still loved that formula, but the average user had an issue with those because they're a bit of work to get to work like a regular lipstick. And you have to be very conscious of them because it feathers, which is part of the reason why I don't like them, because the wrinkles and the whatnot run in my family pretty badly. And so if I put too much on, it feathers really badly, which is not a good look. It's not a good look. And so that's why I want to mix it with something that's a little bit drier and dries down matte, because it just doesn't set. And so I love them. It's a beautiful formula. It's just not quite, and I didn't get to try their ready-to-wear formula before they shut down, because at the time I was pretty broke and I was pretty aggressively paying my student loans, so I didn't have a lot of extra money to buy $18 lipsticks, and especially with the ready-to-wear being half as much product as one of these and the same price. But as I said with the formula, and you can see now, is that it's already started to feather, and it's only been on my hand for 5 minutes. And it's beautiful, but it doesn't set. And so I wanted something that was a little bit drier, a little bit more user-friendly, but I still loved the company and I still loved what it stood for. And it had the drag following before Sugar Pill had the drag following that they have now. And I was very sad to see them close the door. Though, fun fact, the owner of OCC now works for Manic Panic, which is the brand of hair dye that I use on my hair. But that is my introduction to Lip Service 2019, and I want to use these lipsticks before they go bad, because I do quite love these, and I love the colors, and now I have to actually use them. And I really want to focus on moving out some lip products from my collection, because I have probably over 100 lipsticks. I'm still in the process of cataloging everything, so I'm not quite sure, but I'm at 90 so far, and I haven't finished cataloging my lipsticks. So I know I have quite a few, and I know I need to use lipsticks, but these are the ones that I want to focus on first, because even if a $3 lipstick does go bad, I won't cry as much as an $18 lipstick when it goes bad. And they've already been in my collection for, I want to say, at least a year, obviously more than a year, because they shuttered their doors in April of last year, and I know I'd had them for a little while before that. They still smell good. They haven't gone off yet, but I want to make sure that I use those before they go bad. And my plan is to mix them with something like this, and this is Jordana Sweet Cream Matte, and I don't love the formula of this, so if I mix it with one of those, it might be a better formula. So thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you. Bye.